film being an international language, of course the Film Academy also has an international office. And Guido, you are the head of this office. Tell me a little bit about your aim. What does your office do?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a natural thing for a film school to have an international office. So we've been running international programs for many years, but the international office has been founded only last year. So, and the aim of it is clearly to enable more students to form international networks during their stay at the Film Academy. This includes our students, the outgoing ones to other institutions, as well as the incoming students coming to the Film Academy from our partner institutions.
What are the partner institutions?
Oh, we have around 20 of them.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's a large list. So maybe the oldest ones would be La Femis in Paris. So we've been sending student teams there to produce a film for more than 10 years. And the UCLA in Los Angeles, where we are having the Hollywood workshop every year, an excursion to Hollywood with 12 students. And these programs are funded externally by foundations, by the Baden-Württemberg Foundation, by the VGF. And so this is the case with most of the programs, that we need some external funding. So it's a big part of our job to create these financial layers in order to be able to send students abroad and to invite students in.
Which isn't so easy for a film school. I remember when I was studying here, that was always my dream to be part of an exchange program, and at that time that wasn't possible. And now 20 different exchange programs, that's quite a number for a film school.
That's quite a number, that's right. And I think the reason why there's not so much exchange between film schools, or hasn't been in the past, is probably that the schools were looking at their student bodies as something they were trying to close and to shield from the outside world. And Film Academy has always been a very open institution towards the market. And I think consequentially now we are opening up on an international level also because the market itself is becoming more international. So not so many students are coming here looking for strictly national careers. I think these perspectives are somehow fading. So you have to look where you want to go, which territories you want to add to your professional map, if you will. So that's the thing we're doing.
So you're not only offering these exchange programs, but also you are attracting students from other countries to study in Ludwigsburg, correct?
That's right, that's right, and on different levels. So what we are running now is called the International Class, and it's a one-semester program where we would invite from all the institutions we are sending students to, we would invite from these institutions students to come to Ludwigsburg for one term, to have a workshop like a general studies in filmmaking, and it's now developing further. It's becoming bigger. We started with some 4 incomings. Last year we had 16. We are looking to invite 20 in the next spring term. And so the group is getting bigger and very diverse. I mean, we have people from all continents with all religious backgrounds, sexual backgrounds, you know, so it's a great diversity there. And so that's something that needs a lot of moderation, and that we're trying to connect that constantly with all the departments in the school.
And how does that work? Is that like the classes that you offer for these international students, are they held in English?
They're all held in English, yes. And so our students would meet the regular students at times in class, when the departments will have English classes as well, because many of the lecturers are already in English. At the Animation Institute, most of it, in fact, and the other departments are coming, and so we are organizing English courses for our colleagues here just as well, because if you want to become an international institution, I guess you have to be really able to welcome the people coming to you, and that should not be so damaged because some forms wouldn't be available in English, or some colleagues wouldn't be able to communicate. So we are working on that as well.
Oh wow! So, but that's quite a task. So you're basically transforming the whole school into a bilingual.
That's what we are aiming for, and we are aiming for welcoming students who will not speak German as regular students in 2 or 3 years' time as well. So they can side enter to the project studies then. And by that time, we will have to have that job done. But I also want to stress that the international office is something new, but there have been international programs at the school for a long time. So we have the Atelier, Ludwigsburg, Paris. We have the screen acting workshop, the international one, which is also held in English. We also have the Animation Sans Frontières program at the Animation Institute, and we have international producing. So these are components that are already there, and we're trying to connect with them, yet they are still there on their own right doing their work.
Okay, and how can the film school and especially its students benefit from this international program?
They can benefit because the incomings coming from the institutions we are partnering with. So they can apply for an exchange with these different institutions. And besides that, we are looking to integrate the incomings more in the project work as well of our regulars. So we try to create many layers where they can interact and work with each other and get to know each other. So that when they will leave at the end of their term, there will still be connections and projects in the pipeline, which they will then further develop. And we are assisting with that too. So we try to help with that, getting funding, getting the next step of development for some projects, which we are doing currently with India, for instance, or with France. And so there's a lot of things going on, and it's a bit the border between where the school ends and where the market begins is washing out a bit here. So we're trying really to invest in that network and keep the people part of that network also when they left.
And how do you convince the potential applicants to move to Ludwigsburg?
Well, Spätzle mit Soße, I'd say, is always a strong argument.
That's a very strong argument.
Other than that, I mean, the school has something that many schools can't offer, and it's a campus. It's a real campus.
Okay.
And it's in an environment that doesn't distract you as much.
Yeah, it's a microcosm.
It's a microcosm, and other than maybe Berlin, which is very attractive, obviously, to many young students for good reasons. But after the day is done at the film school there, you would probably go to your quarter of town where you live and meet your peers there. And in Ludwigsburg, it has that spirit that, I mean, people at the school stick with the people at the school. Yeah. It is what it is. And so
you really get to know each other.
You really get to know each other, and you get to shape a very strong network here, I guess.
I'm quite curious to follow that path that you are taking, and I think this is quite important that the Film Academy opens up for the world out there.
Yeah. We're trying to do that, and I guess it's many paths to follow.
Yes, exactly.
It's very various, and we try to. I mean, as a long-term perspective, what we really want to do is to give every student a perspective that would really match their individual talents and interests. So and. That might take some time, but I'm positive we're getting there.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dörthe.
Guido of the International Office in Ludwigsburg.